So to go further into like the US tax landscape, I want to kind of cover a few topics and like kind of the difference between them. So what's the difference between selling or like making a gift of cryptocurrency, and how is that looked at, viewed by the IRS?
Yeah, sure. So a sale is basically you know, those I think four or five events that I mentioned. So crypto to crypto, crypto to fiat, um, spending crypto. At that point, you need to work out if you've made a gain or a loss. If you gift crypto, the actual gifting rules in the tax code sit completely separately to kind of income tax and capital gains. You may get some tax relief if you've gifted crypto. There was a recent change on this, so there's a chief counsel memorandum that the IRS put out not too long ago. I think it was like in the last month, that you actually need to get qualified appraisal on your gifts in order to get them tax exempt. So, again, it's going to be hard to kind of actually apply any gift exemptions unless you go down that qualified appraisal route. But again, it's if you are gifting something, you may get some tax benefit for the gift, but you still need to consider whether capital gains applies or not. So yeah, it's most important to actually track when you've made a sale and record your market values, record the dates and so on. Understand when you've actually purchased that, so you might have held on to it for a long time as well. So yeah, there's a few things going on there, but I think the most important thing is just record keeping.
Yeah, I completely agree. And yeah, I feel like yeah, definitely. Record keeping was the hardest thing for me, but I actually just started using softwares and not trying to be a shameless plug, but definitely Coinly is one of the softwares that helped me out last year, just with organizing my taxes pretty quickly because it does get kind of complicated organizing each of the transactions and following the flow.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And how did that process kind of look for you? How did you go on that journey to actually using software and kind of realizing that, I'm not going to do this myself?
It's where I always start is with a Google of how to and then blank, right? So I was like how to file crypto taxes, and then article came up and it was like giving some of the tools that people use, and Coinly was one of the tools I saw there. So I just went down the rabbit hole and yeah, ended up on the website. That's kind of how I got there. But I feel like in general, like there's just been a general theme of making our lives easier with automated tools and things that kind of just do a lot of the harder work for us.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's really great to hear.
Yeah, definitely.